News. Information. GFM 96.6.
Good evening, you're listening to the Community Link Show with myself, Tamana. It's Thursday the 16th of June. I have a very full studio. We have Robin and Imogen as usual.
Hiya.
Hey.
And I also have with me Jane Dyer from Gloucestershire Young Carers. So, good evening, ladies.
Hello.
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 How are you? Don't be shy, girls.
Good. Fine.
Good. Have you been at school today?
Yes.
Oh, see, we haven't been at school. we were doing exams. So, would you like to say your names?
Abigail Payne.
And
Jasmine Hesketh.
okay. So, how old are both of you?
I'm 9. I'm 13.
Okay. And so you're both young carers, aren't you?
Yes.
So, why are you a young carer, Abigail?
I look after my mum. She needs help because she has fits.
Okay.
When it means that she cuts her face or things like that, and it's bad.
Okay. And do you do this by yourself?
No, my brothers help me.
Okay. And Tasmin?
I look after my mum. She's in a wheelchair. Nobody actually knows what disease she has, but she has spasms and small fits.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and I don't have any brothers or sisters, and my dad's not there, so I'm pretty much on my own.
Okay.
My mum.
Right. So, can you describe a bit? So, what is it like to be a young carer? Because what you guys do is extremely brave and takes a lot of time, and so some people might not understand, like, what do you have to do and what is it like to be a young carer?
It's actually good because you get to meet other people and you get to like talk about your family and you get to do fun things. It's good.
So Gloucestershire Carers allows you to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Tasmin?
Being a young carer in itself is quite hard, but Gloucestershire Young Carers gives you a lot of support and help when you need it,
Yeah.
and it's helped me quite a bit.
So do you find comfort in seeing that other people are having to, try and face the same things as well?
I think before I went to Gloucestershire Young Carers, I used to feel that I was alone and I had no one I could really talk to about it.
Yeah.
It was sort of a private thing.
Yes. And Gloucestershire Carers allowed you to kind of just have, you now have the support.
I have friends who understand me better than normal people at school.
Okay. So how are your lives different from other school children?
It's quite different because other people have different mums and it's quite understanding because they won't understand what it's like, and it's hard to be caring for your mum and dad.
Okay.
Abigail has a very special friend at school, though, don't you, Abigail?
Yeah.
Would you like to tell them about your friend who does understand you?
Well, Imogen's not afraid to ask me how my mum is, how I'm doing, how my mum's doing.
Well, that's lovely. So we're going to say a big hello to Imogen. Do you think she's listening?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And so Tasmin, you're older than Abigail. She's 9, and you're 13. So how is it different for you? Because I assume you have a lot of work to be doing as well. Are you in year 7?
I'm in year 8.
Year 8. Okay.
I think it's quite a challenge, but I think that no one really understands you, and when you look for support in your friends and they don't understand as well about what it's like, so they can't give you as much support. And like when they go home, do their homework and they have free time, whereas for us, we have to look after people as well in that time.
Yeah.
We have to make time for others.
Okay. So how do children at school behave with you? Do they act different? Do many people know?
They don't react different in the way they act around me, but when they're talking to me about it, or they hear people talking to me about it, they sort of act don't know how to explain it. It's different to the way they normally treat me. And
Tasman, you explained to me that that often your friends don't know how to support you until they understand exactly what you do at home. Can you perhaps tell us some of the tasks that you have to do at home for your mum?
I have to... sometimes I have to cook for her, which I am a bad cook, so it's not very good. I have to do some of the cleaning, do washing up, sort out washing, things like that. But my mum does have carers to do the jobs that I can't do, such as helping her change or helping her have a shower.
Okay. So is that care only available like throughout the day?
She only has care in the mornings to get her up and showered, at lunchtime to get her lunch while I'm at school, and in the evenings to get her ready for bed.
And then the rest is up to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And Abigail, so how do children at school behave with you?
Do you find that they don't understand you, Abigail?
Yeah.
Can you perhaps tell us what you do for your mum, Abigail, and what your brothers do too?
I have to...
What happens when your mum has had a fit?
Well, she usually has to get herself round, and while she's trying to do that, one of us has got to stay there. One of us has got to get the flannel, and we've got to like do bits and bobs to help her, to help our mum.
And who do you call?
My dad.
Okay. So do you have a little system for this now, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So you're used to this.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of things help both of you as young carers? What do you find either makes it a bit easier for you to do, or what helps you to do it?
My brothers help me a lot by getting things done for me, like getting the flannel or looking after my mum and making sure she doesn't punch or things, because when she punches or pinches it's very bad, because it can hurt herself, and she can put blood on ornaments or things like that.
Okay.
I think the most support I get is from my grandparents. They live nearby, and when I really need them, they'll come and help me. But I think Young Carers has given me a lot of support. It's, I don't know how to put it.
So how does Gloucestershire Young Carers help you? Because some people might not know anything about Gloucestershire Young Carers, so is it kind of like sessions that you go to, and how often are they?
They're weekly sessions, and we can just have fun, play around. We get to meet people who are like us and who are young carers as well. And then there are people who work there who not only keep an eye on us and get us together to do group activities, but also are there if you ever need them, if there's something you want to talk about or something they can help you with.
Okay, so what kind of... so when you go there, do you just kind of all sit and talk, or are there activities planned?
Sometimes they plan things, and things like on Pancake Day we'd have pancakes and stuff around Pancake Day and things like that. Around Christmas we'd have a little Christmas party. But we'd just do things we like. Some of us will do like arts and crafts, others will sit and read, and the boys tend to play football.
Is it just nice to sit and relax for a bit?
It is quite good, and it's good to be around people who are like you.
Yeah, that's really important. So Abigail, what do you do when you go to Gloucestershire Young Carers sessions?
I enjoy myself. I play with my friends. We make things like puppets, calendars, drawings.
Lots of things.
Yeah.
So is it lots of fun? Is it nice just to kind of just be able to sit and relax and do whatever you want for a
When
bit?
the boys are out the way, you can talk about your mums and with the girls.
Yeah. Okay. So So Jane, I understand that Gloucestershire Young Carers is at risk.
Well, we are always looking for funding to continue the support that we offer to the young carers in the county. Gloucestershire Young Carers is a charity. We support around 500 young carers, just like Tasmin and Abigail, ranging in age from 8. Abigail joined us just before her 8th birthday, and we go right up to 25-year-olds. So you can imagine that we have a range of support as well. It's not just the groups, but the groups are one of our key fundraising targets this year. Our aim is to really keep them going, because with slight changes in the way that we're funded by various funders, including the County Council and the NHS, this year we need money to keep the groups going. And we have had some very generous offers from community groups such as Round Table and some of the local companies. Tewkesbury has received funding this year from Obertour Technology and G4 Technology, so we're always keen to hear from companies, but also just from individuals as well. At the moment, we have some funding there, but we really do need to secure more funding so that the groups such as Tasman's in Tewkesbury and Abigail's just over the road in Barton Gate Children's Centre can carry on. Really.
Okay, so how can people donate?
Yeah, we have a website that is it tells you all the information and more about the kind of services that we provide, because as I say, it's not just the groups. We provide activities, we provide day trips such as to Alton Towers and Legoland, which I think Abigail's furiously nodding here because that's where she's looking forward to going this year. And our web address is www.gloucestershireyoungcarers.co.uk, and you can find out lots of more information about that. We also have a Facebook page for over 18s. We try to encourage adults to follow us and find out about the events that we're organising throughout the year. And you can just call up. I mean, if you have a concern about a child who you feel might be a young carer and might benefit from our services, or you just want to get in touch with me, I do the corporate and community relations, then you can call us on 01452 733 060.
Okay, so that was www.gloucestershireyoungcarers.co.uk, and to contact you, Jane Dyer, is 01452 733 060.
Yes,
so 060.
Yes.
So this is just something I was wondering. Do you work alongside schools?
Yes, we do. We're doing a lot of work with schools at the moment because, and again, Abigail's nodding like crazy, we feel that that's one of the first points of contact for young carers, and an awful lot of our young carers face an awful lot of challenges within school, not just from fellow pupils that just don't understand why Abigail's mum might be walking her into school with marks on her face or cuts and injuries. You know, that raises questions clearly. But around about 40% of our young carers are children of parents with mental ill health, and then you get into a whole different area where which is very difficult to understand for any child, especially if you're not involved in a family like that. And many of our young carers do experience bullying, so we want to obviously reduce the impact of what young caring does to a child, and that's one of the impacts that we would like to reduce. So we are very keen to talk to schools. We work very closely with a national charity called the Princess Royal Trust for Carers, and on that site there is a lot of resources for schools should they wish to put in place an action plan for children in their school, and we're hoping to sort of really raise awareness that every school in the county has young carers.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there anything else anyone would like to add to this?
Just like to say thank you very much for this opportunity to raise awareness about young carers in the area.
Would you like to say bye, Abigail?
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you very much for coming in.
You're listening to the Youth Community Link Show on GFM 96.9.